In today's video, I will cover common UX beliefs that actually holding your product back. If you are a founder, product manager, or designer, watch this video to learn what to ignore and what to focus on instead to build a successful product. Let's dive in. Belief number 1: users know what they want. Steve Jobs once said that users don't know what they want until you show it to them. And I'm kind of agree with that. When I'm conducting user interviews, I never ask, what do you want? That's the worst question to ask during the user interviews, because majority of the people, 99%, will not know what they want. They cannot describe the solution. It's like startup founders searching for those solutions to create the startup around it, to solve the problem. But normal people, majority of the people, they think about their problems, they can describe their pain points, they can describe what they like, what they don't like, so that's easy for them. But talk about solutions, it's very rare when people will give you great solutions. Instead of asking users directly what do they want, try to understand their pain points, their frustrations, what they like, what they don't like, and try to get the symptoms of the problem. Think about Netflix autoplay feature. You know this problem when you want to watch some movie and you just exploring Netflix over and over and cannot find the right movie. At least I'm like that. I can spend 1 hour just exploring the movies and trying to decide what I want to watch. That's really frustrating, but that's what it is. So the Netflix autoplay feature is really helpful for me, so I don't need to make this decision, and it's just playing, and if I like it, I just continue watching those TV series or the movie. So users didn't ask for this feature. Nobody came to Netflix and said, we need autoplay feature. That's because they were listening to their users, they were exploring how people using their products. That's the research part of the process to find out what are the obstacles on the way and how can we improve the process of using our product. Another common belief is that UX is all about making things pretty, which is 100% not true. I'm sure you're all aware of those websites, beautiful websites with the nice animation, nice videos, nice fonts. Everything looks so beautiful, but the conversion is really low. That's a sign of the bad UX. You can have a best videos, animation, photos, whatever, but the way you tell people what you are doing and why and what you expect them to do, if you are doing it wrong, then you have a bad UX. If they don't understand which button to press, if they don't understand that you expecting them to subscribe or to purchase, if they don't get that, doesn't matter how beautiful your design is. Think about Amazon. Not the prettiest design at all. I would improve so many things like UI wise, but do I really need to do that? The search works pretty well. You see so many options. It's easy to find what you're looking for. That's exactly the goals of the UX for Amazon, to make it simple for you to buy, to find what you want and then to buy it. It's much better to prioritize navigation, problem solving, instead of focusing on them making things pretty. Because making things pretty never increase your conversion, never make you money, never make your startup grow. Another belief: more features means better product. And that's a common mistake for so many teams. People think that if we put so many features inside this product, one of them might work, maybe a couple of them might work, and we will onboard more people and they will love our product because we kind of can do everything. Usually what happens is that interface become really heavy to understand. It's not easy to use, and people become overwhelmed with so many features. They don't get the value of your product, what exactly you're doing if you have everything. Think about Facebook. I stopped using Facebook years ago, and I heard it from so many people, because when you open the Facebook, you see so many features, so many links, so many buttons. That's a perfect example of what you should not be doing. Prioritize features that bring the real value for customers, the core features. Don't put so many features because you think more features is better, so you can beat the competition like that. No, usually it's gonna be overwhelmed user that doesn't understand what to do, doesn't know where to press, and then he will eventually leave the product because it's too complex. If you have already product that has many features, evaluate those features. Think about what we can remove and still bring the value to the user. And believe me, if you remove unnecessary stuff from your product, it's gonna be much better for the user experience. Another belief is that if users don't understand how it works, it's their fault. Believe me or no, but some teams still think like that. So our product is good, and if users don't understand how it works, they should learn, they should explore, it's their fault, but we deliver great product. There is a book, Don't Make Me Think. I highly recommend to read this book. And the core insight from this book is that don't make your users think. If you make your users think about how your product works or feature, how it works, it means it's a bad design. It's designer's responsibility to simplify everything for the user. I get it that some products are simpler, some products are more complex. For instance, like Figma for designers. It's not an easy product. The team is really working hard to make it simple, but still, there are so many functions there that you have to learn how to use it. They're fixing that with the nice onboarding, with the short videos explaining how it works, with the onboarding tool tips. All these things matter, how you simplify user experience for your customer. So the simpler UX, the better, the more chances they will not leave your product and they will stay and use it. You can always improve your product just by watching how your users using your product. You can conduct usability testing, you can do user interviews, or you can just sit by the customer and look at the screen and see how he interact with the product, what buttons he click, how he scroll, where he gets stuck, where he think, how it works, when it's confusing. You can get it by just sitting by your customer and just absorbing what he's doing with your product. And the last belief for today is UX ends when you launch the product. That's one of the biggest misconceptions, which is 100% not true. UX only starts when you launch the product, because you launch some MVP, minimum viable product, or you launch the first version of your design. Still, even if you conducted user interviews, even if you conducted usability testing, it was with 10 people, with 15 people, with 20 people. You don't know how hundreds, thousands, 10,000 of people interact with your product. So after the launch, you can actually see the data, you can see the numbers, you can see the metrics, you can get a qualitative feedback as well. You can conduct user interviews after the launch, so people were using your real product already. So after the launch is actually the beginning of UX. And the next version of your design you will create based on the user feedback, qualitative and quantitative. And it's gonna be huge improvement after the first version. The first version of your design will be never ideal. It's your best guess. Think about exactly like that. That's your best guess. But the second version is gonna be based on data. That's a golden version of your design. All the successful companies iterate frequently, fast. Every 2 weeks they deliver new features. Every 2 weeks they do some improvements based on the feedback what they've received, qualitative and quantitative. So treat UX as an ongoing process and never stop when you deliver the feature or the product. Unfortunately, I saw so many teams doing exactly that. So they, especially the features, they deliver the feature and then they go to the next feature and then the next feature. And even they have a feedback from their customers, even they have some metrics, some numbers they can use and improve the product, they never go back to that first features to improve them. They think, oh, we will create the new one, better one, kind of everyone in the rush. They want to create as many features as possible, as we were talking about before, because they think the more features, the better. Another mistake. So unfortunately, that's common. So try to come back to your first features that you released and use the user feedback to improve them. So those were some common UX beliefs that you need to ignore in order to build a successful product. Thanks for watching. Please like, share this video, and remember that good UX is all about solving the real customer problems and not just following trends and adding more features. Let's make it simple.